today trying to give you a snapshot of what is a balanced scorecard and how do we do our PMS forms. So from vision of an organization comes the objectives, from there flows the strategies of the organization, and from there we get the four perspectives of the balanced scorecard: the financial perspective, the customer perspective, the internal processes, and the learning and growth perspective. The financial perspective says if we succeed, how will we look to our shareholders? Customer perspective says to achieve our vision, how must we look to our customers? For internal processes, it says to satisfy our customers, what processes must we excel at? Learning and growth perspective says to achieve our vision, how must our organization learn? So this is Tuaman Engineering Limited overall balance scorecard, whereupon we have divided the basic goals into four categories. So the business perspective says there are four objectives. First one being profitable growth, second one is ability to serve debts, and third one is net improvement in the cash flow. In the customer perspective, we have delivery compliance, customer satisfaction rating, customer retention. In the internal processes, we have operating performance, working capital improvement, compliance and adherence, cost of quality, process benchmarking. In the learning and growth perspective, we have employee welfare, potential for leadership, certifications, project learnings. You can choose out of them whatever objectives that you want to take under your goals. So how do you write your goals? The overall goals are already written in the in the PMS form that we have shared. You have to write down the initiatives attached to each goal. So I'm showing you the scorecard of the corporate projects team. The business perspective says to increase profitability, there are two ways that you can increase profitability. One is by reducing cost as per approved budget. Other is to ensure receipt of augmented orders from existing sites. So to reduce cost as per approved budget, the measurement could be savings as per budget. And if you want to augment orders, the measurement will be percentage augmented orders. So these are the measurements, are the KPIs. How are you measuring the initiative to your goal? Okay. The unit of measurement here is percentage, since I'm saying savings against budget, and percentage augmentation in orders. That is also unit of measurement is percentage. So if you look at the balance scorecard of the projects team, I'm saying savings against budget, I'm saying the target is 5%. So if the target is 5%, say your budget is 100 rupees, and if I take a target of 5%, then I have to do a saving of 5 rupees, and the cost should be 95 rupees. Then only I am saving as per the budget. When I say to ensure receipt of augmented orders from existing sites, I take a target of 25%, which would mean that I have to, if my overall order from that particular site was say 100 crores, I bring in an augmentation in the order of 25%, so it becomes 125 crores. Okay, so the measurement is percent augmentation in orders, unit of measurement is percentage, and the target is 25. In the customer perspective, so in the business perspective, you talk about the money part of it or your major business KRA. In the customer perspective, you talk about how do you ensure that the pain points of a particular customer is reduced. So you can ensure delivery, service times in contract, which would make the customer happy. So you make a schedule of delivery. You want to minimize the schedule variance to the contractual completion date. So the measurement could be time overrun associated with the project, and the unit of measurement being percentage, the target is 0%, which would mean that you have taken a 0% target to reduce the time overrun. I do not want any time overrun. This is what the target says, right? So I want to minimize the schedule variance from contract completion date. Second is customer satisfaction rating. So how do I arrive at customer satisfaction rating? I can reduce the number of LDs. I can talk to the customer, get a satisfaction rating score done. I'm saying my target is above 85% of customer satisfaction. I can have no complaints letters. I can have zero LDs. I can have no customer escalations. Hence the customer satisfaction rating. In the customer perspective for an RCM, adherence to compliances, building safety regulations, housekeeping quality norms, these are certain things that an RCM and somebody in a project will be able to do in order to enhance our customers satisfaction quotient. So the measurement will be safety, quality, statutory compliances, adherence drills, and the point of measurement is percentage and the target is 100% compliance. The second customer perspective would be managing quality, execution and billing, facilitating delivery tat. All these things help in getting customer satisfaction, which is our measurement. We will gather this customer satisfaction by a customer satisfaction rating form, and I am saying the target over here is above 90% of customer satisfaction score. Under internal processes, in this perspective, what we are saying is we want to, in order to ensure proper project execution, the initiatives that we might be taking. So I'm showing you. So here I am showing you the internal perspective of that of a corporate projects team. In the internal perspective, you will see that we are saying to ensure proper project execution, we need to do project implementation plan as per the budget allocated. Okay, so safety, health, environmental norms, zero incidents, ISO compliances, statutory compliances, project closure is something that improvement in the processes will help this norm. We have identified um, in a sample BSc timely invoicing and certification of bills under an RCM, for which the measurement would be a number of days for invoicing, the number of days for certification of bills. Unit of measurement is TAT, that is turnaround time, and the target is 7 days or 15 days, that is of the successive month. Or the second one could be contractor evaluation and development. So whereupon there are problems in the sites with the contractors, the ability of the contractors, engaging new potential contractor, we can take as a measurement, and the target would be 4 contractors per year. So we can divide this target into 2 contractors in the first half of the year and 2 contractors in the second half of the year. It could be either principal contractor or subcontractors like your labor contractors. So if you're not even developing new contractors, you can work with existing contractors, enhance their skills. Under learning and growth, we have taken the goal of developing strategic and functional competencies in the organization. So what do I mean by that? How do I increase functional competency and strategic competency? By developing ourselves. So I can develop a frontline officer for the next level through inorganic talent acquisition or organic growth. In-house personal development. How do I do inorganic talent acquisition? By bringing in people from the industry. And I can do in-house personal development. How do I do that? I can develop a junior of mine. They could be my direct juniors or they could be juniors to my superior, but I keep them in my all my escalation. I share with them my mails. I let them handle emergencies so that next time they are more equipped. Saying the measurement is number of successors identified, and the target I've taken is 2 successors identified, which would mean that I would take up 2 people from my department or 1 person from my department and help them go to the next level in their organization. Second, in the learning and growth perspective, is proficiency. Proficiency I have taken in MS projects for RCM. In case of project leaders, I have taken development in MS projects, advanced project management techniques and office tools. Then again, project learnings, where learnings from risks, issues, what could be done differently from the previous project to mitigate the issues, where I say the measurement will be conduct and document the project review. Unit of measurement is turnaround time, and the target is within 7 days from the date of project closure. So my learning and development perspective could have project learnings, could have developing myself, or third is by developing a next level management. And for the RCM, there are two things that we have identified. One is developing yourself, office tools, then project learnings, learning from the risks, issues, what could be done differently to mitigate the issues in the previous projects, for which the measurement would be conducting and documenting the project review. Unit of measurement could be TAT, and the target could be 7 days from the project closure. So this would mean that within 7 days from the closure date of the project, we will document the project review, whereupon we will mention what are the project learnings, what are the risks involved, what are the issues involved, how what could be done differently to mitigate those issues. So just to recap, for an RCM we can have initiatives. So execution of project, construction project in the business perspective, execution of construction project with adherence to catch up plan, reducing the cost through waste control, and reducing the cost of rework. In the customer perspective, we can have adherence to various compliances, and managing quality execution and billing, facilitating delivery TAT, for which statutory compliance is 100% compliance being the target, and for customer satisfaction, above 90% customer satisfaction being the target. In the internal processes, you can take invoicing and certification of bills, contract evaluation and development. You can have a target of number of contractors per year, and the measurement will be engagement or development of contractors. In the learning and growth perspective, you can have two measures of developing frontline officers by talent acquisition or by in-house personal development. So when I say in-house personal development, I would mean that I can develop people inside the organization, and by talent acquisition, inorganic talent acquisition would mean from the same industry, uh, in the same line of business, people who are good at their work. I will bring in such people. So I start off with business perspective, where I can either reduce cost or bring augmented orders or ensure speedier recovery of dues. In customer perspective, I can minimize schedule variance. I can enhance customer satisfaction. Also, I can ensure adherence to the compliances like PF, PSI, building and safety regulations, housekeeping, quality norms, etc. Or I can facilitate delivery TAT through prompt coordination with construction workers. Okay, so my measurement is customer satisfaction. In my internal processes, I can I can vouch that there will be no safety incidents, no incidents, and 100% physical and financial closure, or reducing maintenance repair work and ensure cost of conformance. In that case, my measurement will be cost of non-conformance, cost of quality, and my target I have given is 0, so that the cost of quality is 0, which means due to quality there will be no cost. That so this is the balance scorecard for RCMs, whereupon I am saying to increase adherence to catch-up plan, then my measurement is of by schedule variance. That is, if I have made a schedule of completing the job in so many days time, how much am I varying from the schedule? Unit of measurement is percentage. The target is percent project closure or completion TAT. TAT means turnaround time. So second initiative that I can take is by reducing the cost through waste control and cost of rework. So the measurement is rework index or project cost. Unit of measurement is percentage, and the target is 5%. So this line means that I have taken a target of reduction of rework by 5%. So previously, if my rework was rupees 100, now I will try to bring it down to 95. That is my 5% reduction.
Have system implementation and compliances, improvement in accounts payable turnover ratio, reduction with respect to budget, of course. Another customer perspective, we have timely non-fund disbursal of EMDs, PBGs, LC, uh, improvement in accounts payable turnover ratio, and reduction with respect to budget, of course. Another customer perspective, we have timely non-fund disbursal of EMDs, PBGs, LC, of course, customer satisfaction rating. Under internal processes, MIS, better MIS to improve management decision making and to ensure financial closure of all projects with no dues, no claims. Next is corporate procurement team, where the business perspective has cost reduction and improvement of cash flow. Under customer perspective, we have rolling out the system of vendor and supplier evaluation and the rating system. Uh, Next is vendor satisfaction and new vendor development. Under the internal processes, there is RFQ, there is price negotiation, that is cost negotiation, reduction against L1 quote. Then we have a plant turnover and system and process improvement. So identifying a process improvement and implementing it by the end of quarter four. In the there is a 5 point rating scale in the PMS format. This remains the same as last time. In page 2 of the form, you will find the behavioral attributes. We have identified some leadership competencies under them. So, stretch and drive to achieve, having business acumen, managing internal and external environment, developing people, being a team player, thinking and acting strategically, and managing and leading change. I have given here an example of how are you supposed to write down the supporting incidents in the left hand column of the mid-year review, which is to be filled by the appraisee, and then the right hand column is supposed to be filled by the appraiser in the mid-year review. In the annual review, the same thing is supposed to be repeated. Page number 3 of the form has the comment section, whereupon the appraisee puts his comments, his inhibitions, his hindering factors, things that he could have done better with proper support. The appraiser's comments, the reviewer's comments, and their respective signatures in there. So this is only the mid-year review. In the end year, the same process has to be repeated in the comment section, in the behavioral attribute section, and in the end year target section, which needs to be filled up. And I guess I will come back with a similar video next time. So until then, happy goal setting.